What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Product Marketing Podcast. I'm Jared, and I'm with my host, Billy.
Hello.
We have been cooking. There have been a bunch of product drops. Here are the drops for the past 2 months in July and August.
August.
That's right, it's August. Starting with
Custom fields.
custom fields are amazing. Unfortunately, we didn't have a menu for custom fields before. We have a menu now. You can create custom fields as a string, a drop down, a number, a value, whatever. And you can assign them to any object in Luminous. Everything from assembly orders, disassembly orders, POs, SKUs, line items, sales orders, the whole 9 yards.
All right, next we have expansion on our fulfillment order grid. So essentially the dashboard for managing all of your fulfillment orders. When we receive a sales order, we break it up into fulfillment orders, and you have way more flexibility on managing how you fulfill on a sales order, no matter the size. Being able to push those things around, plan pre-sales, push waves of fulfillment orders to your warehouses, break the sales up into multiple orders, all sorts of things, and you have a command center to be able to view those and statuses of them. Are they planned? Are they, did they error out? All those things in one spot, and it's pretty sweet.
There's also advanced settings around pre-orders as well. We won't get into that. If you're interested, look at the bigger video, but there's a lot around pre-orders and planning pre-orders based on estimated ship dates. Next is pushing shipping notices, or ASNs, to your 3PL's WMS. So it's very common in Luminous, where we have brands who will run their purchases, split off their shipments, and it will route to a 3PL that's managed on a WMS. Most of the brands and the operators will have to go into the WMS portal manually and actually input an ASN, as well as doing a shipment in something like Luminous. Now you can automatically do that, and you can control the trigger of when it will automatically push. Really cool. And it auto reconciles.
A small update that we've also made here is being able to update the inventory levels at your sales channels based on location, so you can break it down, not necessarily push an update of all inventory if you want to actually only show inventory for a particular location, or even buffer that inventory by percentage. We've also added that to where you can show only a percentage across certain channels, giving you a lot more flexibility instead of just showing all available. More nuanced control of what you show is available on each particular channel.
Next is a new setting in our channels where you can choose the trigger of an automated invoice. This is for a lot of our customers that have wholesale channels. What normally happens is a sales order will get generated, you split off fulfillment orders, it could get shipped multiple times, and there's a lot of flexibility on what happens with the invoice object associated with that sales order and all of the shipping stuff that happens. So you can set a trigger for it to generate an invoice. You could have it set to invoice whenever the shipments are created, which could auto invoice 3 separate shipments, for example, all attached under that one master sales order. So a lot of flexibility there, depending on how you invoice and what you want the trigger to be.
All right, next we have an expansion on our bill of materials. So now you can set in the bill of material templates extra cost line items that are non-inventory. So before, you had to always have inventoried items in your template. You could load those into an assembly order, potentially add a few extra costs yourself, and then produce that assembly order. Now, those extra costs can be baked into the template, so they auto-load. So any non-inventoried items, extra service fees, anything else you want to include in assembly to be able to get that proper costing can automatically be pulled in, and makes everybody's life a little easier on the assembly.
Last is our bulk assemblies. So in Luminous, you can do assembly orders / work orders. Before, you could only do it 1 SKU at a time. Now you can do it in bulk. So there's a bulk add feature from the assembly orders page where you just click the button. It opens up a table where you can search a bunch of SKUs, and you can add as many of those as possible into your assembly order, and then choose whether you issue it or complete it or you just draft it. And that's it, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you next month.